Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Deceptive Practices by Simon Wood, performed by Tanya Eby. Chapter 1. Rain streaked the Audi's windshield, obscuring Olivia's view. She didn't care. It hid the betrayal taking place across the street. "You bastard, Richard," she murmured. "How could you?" On the stoop of a house, her husband was in the arms of a woman she had never met. He held her in a tight embrace and kissed her with a passion Olivia hadn't seen from him in years. Olivia didn't see what was so damn special about this woman. She was no supermodel, just blonde, trim, and willing. It wasn't like she was even young. Olivia guessed she was maybe 5 years younger, at the most. I have everything she has? The thought burned her. She knew that wasn't true. She was carrying a few extra pounds that hadn't been there when she'd married Richard 8 years ago. But that was nothing an extra visit to the gym every week and a touch of dieting couldn't cure. In a matter of months, she could be sporting the same figure as Richard's piece of ass. But looks weren't the problem. While it was easy to blame everything on them, she knew Richard's cheating was due to more than her appearance. Even through the tears and rain, Olivia saw one other distinct difference between her and her husband's mistress. The woman brimmed with excitement and lust. It had been a long time since Olivia had felt that way. Somewhere along the line, their life had become routine. Clocks could be set by it. When they had sex, when they went to eat out, when they saw their friends. The crackle of spontaneity had fizzled out at some point, and Olivia couldn't put her finger on when. The wipers pulsed, refreshing her view of the treachery. She closed her eyes and wished for the bliss of ignorance, so she could go along believing in her idyllic suburban existence. She wished she hadn't seen the cracks in her life appear over the last few months. Richard always seemed to have an excuse not to be around her. He spent most of his time at work or at the athletic club. Yes, their lovemaking had dropped off since the early days of their marriage, but even she'd noticed their recent lack of sex play. Richard was always tired. Now she knew why. God, she'd been so dumb. Finally, Richard pulled away from his mistress. He gazed lovingly into the woman's eyes and said something.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?